Cameron Word.
Thank you so much for joining us. We are so happy to see you. Just letting everyone know that around this time, I'm not sure, but sometime this week, we will have the February Power English books.
Yes.
So make sure to check them out.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be at your bookstores. They will be available online.
Right.
And I suggest that you could get the book, but just go ahead and subscribe. You get like 20% off.
It's true. You get a discount.
Uh-huh.
You don't have to remember every month.
That's right.
It gets shipped to you.
Uh-huh.
It's a better deal, I think.
It is a better deal. So make sure you do that. And we have a travel dialogue for you today.
Yes.
Skiing in the Rockies. I almost lost my footing.
Oh.
Yeah. I think our longtime listeners know that I do not like skiing. And you, Cameron?
So I did it. I used to, 1 year. It was only 1 year.
Uh-huh.
I did a lot of snowboarding.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like 1 year I went like 6-7 times.
Wow. I'm impressed.
It was a lot of fun.
Okay.
And then I came to Korea one time and went to Gangwon-do and went skiing.
Yeah.
Fell down the mountain. Like royally.
Like
just
so much.
Like a cartoon. You know those cartoons where they like roll down the hill?
Oh, yeah.
And it turns into a snowball?
Yes, that's you.
That's just what it felt like.
Uh-huh.
And I'm done.
You're done. No more.
My skiing career is over.
That's right.
But, skiing is, for people who love it, they love it.
Yeah, it's kind of a love-hate relationship. So if you almost lose your footing, and that happens to be one of our expressions. And footing is F-O-O-T-I-N-G. So we have the word foot in there. Mm-hmm. What does this mean?
So this footing is the ability to stand up and feel the ground, interact with the ground well. Yeah. So walking or climbing. Mm-hmm. The ability to do that well is to say you have your footing, right?
Yes, that's right.
So when you lose it, you're often talking about slipping, losing your balance, falling over.
That's right. Okay. How about this expression, tear up? T-E-A-R-U-P. Tear up? Tear up what?
So tear up, of course, there is the meaning of to like rip up.
Yes.
So tear up a book.
Mm-hmm.
Means
paper.
To like rip up the paper from the book. But here, it's a very special usage, which is talking about often like doing sports really well.
Yeah, it's informal, I would say.
Yeah.
It almost kind of feels slangy.
Right. There is a Korean equivalent.
What's that?
Like, so you can talk about like 무대를 짓다.
Uh-huh.
Which is like tearing up the stage.
Ooh.
Which I have heard. I don't know how. I know I've seen it on social media.
Yes.
It's very much the same way. Performing and doing something so crazily good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good one.
So that's how we're going to be using tear up here.
All right. Very good. How about to freeze up?
To freeze up means you become so nervous or so scared that you cannot move.
All right. Very good. Let's go ahead and listen to our dialogue.
I didn't know you could tear up the slopes like that. You were flying.
Thanks. I almost lost my footing a few times, but I managed to stay upright.
You made it look easy. I was afraid I'd freeze up halfway down the run. It gets really steep just past the patch of aspen trees.
You did great. You just needed a little confidence boost.
Maybe tomorrow I'll try a harder trail.
With practice, you'll be gliding down the hill like an expert in no time.
Please join us on page 104. You can find the power dialogue there. Ben says, I didn't know you can tear up the slopes like that. You were flying.
Yes.
So if you tear up the slopes, meaning the ski slopes.
Right.
Uh-huh.
The slope here, slope just means like an incline, right? But because you're on a mountain, we talk about the slopes meaning the skiing mountain, the snowy part of the mountain you're skiing down. And if you tear up the slopes, you're saying, wow, you're skiing really well. You're going fast. Maybe you're doing those turns and those jumps and the snow is kind of flying.
Yeah.
Have
you ever seen, and I remember my friends, I had some friends and they're like into, every year they had this movie about like these skiers, skiing, and they would tear up the slopes. And I was like, wow, you're skiing really well. You're going fast. Maybe you're doing those turns and those jumps and the snow is kind of flying.
Yeah.
world-class skiers. They actually had movies. And the helicopter...
Yeah, they drop from the helicopter.
Drop them off
at
the highest point of this, mountain.
Uh-huh.
And they would just tear up the slopes. Dangerous.
Is it Mission Impossible? There's some spy movie, maybe it was 007.
I'm sure there's always.
Where they drop him off at the top of the mountain.
Oh, yeah.
And he's just tearing up the slopes.
That's right.
All the way down.
So everyone, you get the idea. Now, is it just slopes that we can tear up? Is there anything else we can tear up? You can do really well.
You can tear up the basketball court.
Okay. Tear up the stage.
When someone is just like shooting hoop after hoop.
That's right.
In the bucket.
That's right.
Tearing it up.
That's right. Just doing an amazing job.
You can tear up the saxophone.
Okay. Oh, playing an instrument.
Right. Those jazz musicians that are just like... That's tearing it up.
All right. Very good. All right. Harper says, thanks. I almost lost my footing a few times, but I managed to stay upright. So when you're skiing and you lose your footing, what happens?
It means you slipped.
Yeah.
So this is often used for like hiking, things where your ability to control where you're stepping, how you are keeping your balance is very important.
True.
Keeping your footing or losing your footing can be a matter of life and death.
Well, it is so true. Here in this context, we're talking about skiing, and we all know as beginners, it's hard to just stand with those skis.
It's true.
It's hard to even stand.
Skiing or like surfing, skateboarding.
Ice skating.
Yeah. You have to learn how to get your footing, because if you lose your footing,
bye-bye.
You're in for some pain.
Yeah, that's right. Ouch.
That's going to hurt when you fall.
All right. What does Ben say?
You made it look easy. I was afraid I'd freeze up halfway down the run. It gets really steep just past the patch of aspen trees.
Okay. So Harper's a good skier. Ben, not so much. Ben says, oh, you make it look easy. Yeah, it looks easy. I was afraid I'd freeze up halfway down the run. So our power pattern today is I was afraid I'd or I would.
Yes. So this is in the past tense. I was afraid I would, right? Which means I had this worry. I was scared about something, but it did not happen. Because it's in the past tense, you're making the contrast. I had this worry, but in the end,
it didn't.
It didn't happen that way.
So his worry was that he would freeze up halfway down the run. So we're talking about the run like the slope, the ski slope.
Yeah, running or skiing down the mountain.
Skiing down the mountain. So he was afraid that he would freeze up. When you freeze up, what happens to you?
You are so scared that you cannot move. This can happen in kind of a sports or athletic situation where it's a very either scary or intense or nervous time.
Right.
When you're like,
yeah.
This could also happen on stage.
When you're so scared. Yeah.
It's your solo.
Stage fright. Yeah.
You know, you got to sing that solo and you're like, I can't do it.
Oh my gosh.
That would be freezing up.
Right.
You can freeze up.
At an interview.
Can't answer the questions.
Nope.
Freeze up at your wedding.
Oh my goodness.
You know?
Yeah.
For some people, it's like a scary time and you're like, I can't walk down the aisle. I'm too nervous.
All right. So you get the idea. And Harper says,
you did great. You just needed a little confidence boost.
Our power vocab today is confidence boost. It goes together.
Yes.
So we know confidence. 자신감. Yes. What is that boost?
So this is giving someone confidence, and it can be a person saying, hey, you can do it. Don't worry.
Right.
Or, I don't know, everyone finds confidence in different ways.
Right. A really good example is maybe you get a job that you really wanted and it was really hard to get. That could give you a confidence boost.
You feel good about yourself now because of that.
Yeah, it increases your confidence. Or you get into a school that you wanted to go to.
Yeah.
That's a confidence boost.
For sure.
A promotion is a confidence boost. So something that happens that makes you feel more confident is a confidence boost. Ben says, maybe tomorrow I'll try a harder trail. And Harper?
With practice, you'll be gliding down the hill like an expert in no time.
Okay, so it seems like Harper is really kind of, she's getting better and better. But still, it's not easy.
Yeah.
And it takes a lot of practice.
It's true.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's go ahead and listen to that one more time.
I didn't know you could tear up the slopes like that. You were flying.
Thanks. I almost lost my footing a few times, but I managed to stay upright.
You made it look easy. I was afraid I'd freeze up halfway down the run. It gets really steep just past the patch of aspen trees.
You did great. You just needed a little confidence boost.
Maybe tomorrow I'll try a harder trail.
With practice, you'll be gliding down the hill like an expert in no time.
It's time for Power Note. We're on pages 106 and 107. If you tear something up, especially in the world of sports or any performance, you are doing it really amazingly, skillfully, energetically. It's just like, wow.
Yes.
Wow, you are flying down that hill.
Thanks. I love to tear up the slopes.
Okay, so you're skiing. The pros really tear up the track when they race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this tear up, it means to perform something well with a lot of energy. So sports is a great place.
That's right.
Dance, any type of music.
Right.
Interestingly, things like if you're on a, let's say, cooking competition show, I don't think you can say tear up the kitchen.
Yeah. I've not heard that.
Right? That just means you literally destroy the kitchen.
That's right.
Even if you did really well, pans are flying, fire, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
However, you can say tear up the competition.
Ooh.
When you do really well in a competition, beating everybody else, you can say, you really tore up the competition. You tore up the competition.
Yeah. And I mean, everyone, we can use this in the literal sense where, like, you have a puppy and he just tears up your living room.
Yeah.
Literally.
You just chews on the furniture.
Chews on the furniture, chews on the shoes. Like, you come home and there's like, everything is chewed out. Okay. So that is that literal meaning. But okay, that's a very good point. Yeah. It's usually related to sports, dance, something very physically active.
Yes.
Okay. What is to lose one's footing?
You're slipping. You're kind of falling or losing your balance.
Okay. Are you okay? You almost fell down the stairs.
Yeah, I just lost my footing for a second.
These days, Cameron, this scares me so much.
Oh.
Like, my legs are pretty strong. Like, I have, like, I've always walked a lot and extra. But I always feel like, oh, my gosh, when I go down the stairs, I'm extra careful that I don't lose my footing.
It's true. Like, babies, young people, they can fall down. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
But, our bodies change.
True.
And if you fall, there's going to be more damage that's done.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, it's losing your footing. Oh, and, like when it's really icy and snowy and the steep roads in some of these neighborhoods, losing your footing is,
And the older you are, the more damage. So you got to be super careful. He lost his footing on the ice, but caught himself.
Yeah.
I fell a long time ago when I first came to Korea. I'm from California. I'm not used to snow and icy roads. I did not know how to walk.
Yeah.
I would lose my footing constantly in winter.
Oh.
So I was walking like at a baby pace. Really, Cameron?
Yeah.
I was like, like seriously, like I was ice skating, but with no ice skates.
Yeah, like that scene from Bambi. When he gets on the lake that's frozen over?
That's me. That's me. That's right. So to lose your footing on the ice and also roller skating, anything where you're just like trying to keep your balance and you lose your balance.
Bouldering. People who do like rock climbing and bouldering.
Yes.
Keeping your footing is very important.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Like really, because if you lose your balance or you misstep, you can fall.
Right.
This is why I would never do that.
I like solid ground.
Yeah, I like to be on the ground.
Far away from any edges.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. So make sure that you do not lose your footing. And that's why one thing is that I don't rush these days, even though, like, oh my God, I got to catch the bus. I got to get the train. And you're running and you like fly down the stairs.
Oh, no.
You lose your footing.
I heard an interesting expression.
What?
It's a military expression. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. Which is basically, if you slow down and do things right, do it smoothly, you actually end up going faster than if you try and rush it. And you make these mistakes, you lose your footing, you drop something.
Very good.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay. If you freeze up, it means that you cannot move or because you're so nervous or you are so scared that you just like can't do anything.
Yeah.
Why did you stop halfway down the hill?
I just froze up. It was steeper than I expected.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Right. Especially on the ski slopes. He froze up during his big presentation.
Yeah. Have you ever been in a situation like that where you freeze up?
I would have to say not really, but I not freeze up, but I was totally fine. And then I got in front of an audience and then I freaked out.
Oh, yeah.
But I did continue. I didn't freeze up, but it made me very nervous.
Yeah. I think there are different levels of freezing up. It doesn't literally have to mean no movement. Maybe you're shaking and not able to do, maybe go down the cliff or you go down the slope or jump off the diving board.
Or you lose your line. Okay.
Oh, yeah. You just forget what you're supposed to say.
That is kind of freezing up. Okay. All right. I was afraid so you did something. You were worried that something would happen, but it didn't.
Right.
Okay. I was afraid I'd miss my flight.
But you made it.
I made it.
I was afraid I'd forget my lines in the play.
But I
remembered them all.
Very
Perfectly.
good. All right. Power vocab today is the expression confidence boost. Do check it out on page 108. And please stop by
Audio 어학당.
For a very small fee, you can have access to so many wonderful programs on EBS Radio.
Yes.